Do you want to fetch the followers data of any specific Twitter user? Then this video is for you, because here I am going to teach you how to automatically export the Twitter followers to MS Excel. So what will happen whenever your competitor get a new follower into his Twitter profile, we will automatically collect that followers data into MS Excel. Basically, we are going to collect the username and name of that Twitter follower. In this way, you can keep a track on all the followers of your competitor. So if you also want to automate this process, come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So assume that this is one of my competitor whose followers data I would like to fetch into MS Excel. For that, I'll have to build an integration in Twitter and MS Excel application, and I'm going to do that with the Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software. I am already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I am already logged in. Okay, you can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and you will also get free task in the free account. After reaching out to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I'm providing the name as when specific user get a follower, collect follower data in Excel. Okay, I am providing this random name. Now simply click on create, and then you will find 2 boxes, trigger and action. So trigger means when this happens, action means do this. Whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen, let's say in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. Okay, so this is how you need to select the applications in which you are building an automation. According to our use case, whenever a specific user get a follower into the Twitter application, so that is why I will be selecting Twitter in this trigger window and collect these details into MS Excel application. So that is why here I will select for the Microsoft Excel. Okay, so I have selected both the application, and then I'm going to connect these 2 applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. For that, firstly you'll have to select this trigger event. Okay, so read the instructions. I want that whenever any specific user gets a new follower, in that case this automation should trigger. So that is why I have selected specifically this particular trigger event. Now I am going to connect my Twitter account with the Pabbly Connect by simply clicking on this button, and here you can see, since I am already logged in into my Twitter account, so it is simply asking me for the permission. The authorization is successful and Twitter is connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, but if you are not logged in, firstly it will ask you for the details, basically for your Twitter access. Now it is asking for the username, so you just need to provide the username of that particular Twitter user whose followers you would like to fetch. Okay, so assume that this is my competitor. I am going to copy the username of this particular person and save it here, add it here. Okay, this is how you can fetch the followers of any Twitter user. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so as soon as I have clicked on that button, here you can see a response is received, and it has provided us the name of that particular person, name of that particular follower who has followed this Gary Monroe. Okay, let us check. This is the Twitter profile. These are the followers. Okay, in total it has 3 followers. This person has 3 followers, and yes, it has fetched the data of the most recent follower, that is the same. Okay, so here you can see the same details we have inside Pabbly Connect also. Okay, now I am going to follow this Gary Monroe with some other dummy Twitter profile, and then I will show you in this video only that how the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me first copy the name, this username, and then I have already opened a dummy account into some different tab. Let me search for this Gary Monroe. Okay, assume that this is our competitor and he is about to get a new follower. Okay, so via this particular user I am following this Gary Monroe. Okay, Alright, so I have followed this person. Let me go back to the Gary Monroe's account, and here you can see now this person has 4 followers. Now I'll click on this button once again, and you will see it will again fetch the data of that most recent Twitter follower. So here we have the screen name, that is the username. Let me also check for other details. Here you can see we have the name of that person, we have the location of that person, and we even have the date. Okay, I also have the description, and we even have the created date, basically when this account has been created. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Twitter and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, and now onwards, every time someone is going to follow this particular user, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect in every 10 minutes. Okay, because the trigger here is the polling based, which will check for the new data in every 10 minutes. Okay, so sometimes you will not receive the data in real time. Okay, in the first time you will of course receive the data immediately on clicking on this button, but when this automation will work in real time, you will get the data in every 10 minutes. Okay, now moving further, I am going to send these details, I am going to add these details into my MS Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so let me search for the action event, that is add a row to worksheet. Firstly, I am going to add a new row, and in that row we will be adding the Twitter followers data. Okay, so just like we have built a connection in between Twitter and Pabbly Connect, now I am going to build a connection in between Microsoft Excel and Pabbly Connect. For that, you'll have to again provide the access of your Microsoft Excel account. Okay, I'll go with the existing connections because I have already made the connections, and once you have connected in the first time, if you have connected Microsoft and Pabbly Connect, you can also then further go with the existing connections just like I am going. Okay, and here you can see my Microsoft Excel account is connected with the Pabbly Connect, and whatever the workbooks are available inside my Excel account have started visible here since we are connected. Okay, so I am going to select which particular workbook, basically this all followers of competitor. Alright, so let me go back to Pabbly Connect and search for the same workbook, that is all followers. Okay, let me search for the same. Here you can see it is the same workbook, and in the worksheet I'll go with this sheet 1 only. Okay, we just have a single sheet only. Okay, so I have selected the same. Okay, I'll have to wait for a few more seconds, and it is done. Now here you can see, as soon as I have selected this workbook and this worksheet, whatever the columns I have created into my MS Excel sheet have started visible here. Okay, so currently I have the username, the name, the location, and the date into this particular sheet. I would also like to fetch the description. Let's say if that user has any description, I would also like to fetch these details. Okay, so I have added this particular column also, and currently it is showing only 4 columns. Okay, for that I'll have to click on this refresh button, refresh to fetch the new items. Okay, and then you will be able to see those changes which you have just made inside your Excel sheet. And here you can see we have now 5 columns, that is username, name, location, date, and the description. Now from where these empty columns are visible, I'll have to see. Alright, I'll have to check with the team that why these extra and empty columns are also visible here. Okay, so currently whatever the columns I have added into my sheet, that is username, name, location, date, and description, these 5 columns are visible here also. Here you can see description, date, location, name, and username. Okay, so I'm going to provide the details into these specific fields one by one, and this is how the data will be saved automatically into MS Excel. Okay, so from where I'm going to collect these details, remember we have just received the data as a response into our previous step. Okay, so I'm going to map this data, and mapping is very simple. You do not need to manually copy this data and paste it here. Okay, if you'll click on this particular field, you will find the above steps data here in the drop down. Now simply search for that specific data. Okay, so here you can see we have the username as the Ashirai824, we have the name of the person as Ashirai only. Okay, so I have mapped the name also. This is how I'm going to map these 3 details as well. That is the location. Okay, so we have the location as the New Delhi. We have the created date as well, basically users profile creation date, and lastly the description I'm going to map. Okay, so this is how you can map this data. And what is the importance of mapping? So whatever the details you will map here, these details will replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Yes, whatever the details we have mapped will replaced automatically, and just in case if we will provide this data manually, that detail will remain same. Alright, so I have clicked on that button. The response is received. Let me go back to my spreadsheet and refresh my Excel sheet, and will wait for that data to be added here. And here you can see the username, name, location, date and description. The data of that follower has been added here automatically. Okay, so in this way, now onwards, every time this specific user will get a new follower, the data of that person will be added here automatically into our Excel sheet. And for that, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. Okay, once you have created this automation, you can even close Pabbly Connect, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Every time he will get a new follower, Pabbly Connect will fetch the details in every 10 minutes, and in every 10 minutes the data will be updated here automatically. Now you can proceed with your tracking, with your analysis. And just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this shareable link of my workflow which I have created in front of you into my description box. Simply click on that link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.